Hi everyone, this is Killshot from 99 Gaming. This is The Walking Dead and Random Things. Welcome to Tuesday, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Hopefully you guys are having a good start to almost the middle of your week. I guess if you start your week on Sunday, then Tuesday would be the middle, but some people started on Monday, so it's still kind of close to the beginning. But I just talked to a few of you guys last night, and we did announce that we are no longer doing the preacher reaction videos. Just going to let people catch up on the show and use that time to allocate it for a couple other things. One of those things, spend a little bit more time with you guys with Random Things, the top 9, and a couple other topics that we're going to get into. So thanks to all of you guys. Appreciate everybody being here. And looks like we got a few people starting to filter in. What's going on? Madison, good to see you. Double L, Israel Marion, Charlie Mack. All right. Yeah, we got a bunch of regular people popping in here. So appreciate everything that you guys do. We're going to be bouncing around a lot of different stuff today. Hopefully I'm coming through loud and clear. So Tommy, make sure you jump on the enforcement early and often there, buddy. Steph Richardson in the house. Pete B in the house. Awesome, awesome. Thank you, everybody. All right, have a few more people jump in, and then look at that. 2 days in a row, Harley Quinn. Thank you. Appreciate you guys all being here. You can see there's a few topics we're going to breeze through. I got a couple more that we're going to add on as well, too. Definitely, we got the whole gambit of things. So, as I mentioned, we started out the stream. Today is Tuesday, and it got me thinking a little bit, and it is going to vary a little bit. What is, I know 90% of the people are going to say one day, what is your worst day of the week? Not is what your worst day ever is, but is there any day in particular that you dread? Like Friday used to be like my favorite day. You know, Friday was the end of the week. I don't know that Friday is my favorite anymore. Friday's probably somewhere in the middle. I think I'm a Saturday person. But is there one day in particular that you don't like? I think mine is probably Wednesdays. Wednesday, something about Wednesday that I don't like. Maybe it's the midpoint. It's like you climb the mountain, but you still got to climb down the mountain, maybe. Monday, usually I'm rested, and Monday's okay with me, but I think a lot of people are, yeah, I know a lot of people are going to say Monday. Like, they hate Monday. There's Easy Man. Easy Man says Wednesday. Yep, Steph Rich. Okay, I'm not alone with this. I just wanted to kind of break the ice a little bit and see where you guys stood on this. So there are a lot of Wednesday dreading people. Dark Angel is Tuesday. Ozone Hypes. What is it about Thursdays that you don't like? I'm just kind of wondering. I think you're like the only person to say Thursday. There has to be like something, like a show. Laura Brown says Thursday. That's our truck day at work. Okay, I guess if there are some things, yeah, that makes sense. If there's some things that happen on certain days, like if you have like a billing day or meetings or conference calls on certain days, then yeah, that probably. So is it Monday for most of you just because after the weekend that's the day you have to go back to work? Do that many people? So let me follow that up with a different question. Because I'm thinking that Monday a lot of times is either school or your job. So how many people, I'm not going to, well, wait a minute. This is going to be tough. All right, I'll try to do this without calling on anybody's name. How many people here just hate your job? That's why you hate Mondays, because I just don't want to go to work. Just a quick roll call. And some people with school, but I would assume the majority of the group here probably has to do with work. Now, I could be wrong. Steph says Monday is an easy day. Wednesday, school drags on. All right, some people. Okay, I get it. All right, well, let me do a follow-up question to the people that don't have jobs. How many people just hate Mondays because you hate school? Kel loves her job. Okay, and I'm not going to I'm not going to try to go all like Tony Robbins on you guys and give you advice. But here's the thing that I'm going to say. Find the positives in that stuff. If it is school that you dread, think of school as your gateway to your future, to making more money or to having an easier life. I'm not saying it's all about money. And if you hate your job, find another job. Find something you like doing. Even if it's working 2 other jobs. Now, don't go to your boss tomorrow and say, Kilzhot told me my job sucks and I need to quit. But I'm just saying, if that is what's holding you back and that's what's making you hate one day above all others, get a job you love. Do something that you like doing. You'll thank me for it later. Moving on. All right. There's my little bit of Tony Robbins moment. All right. You guys know the big news this week. Well, the big news was we thought Kirkman signing with Amazon Prime. What we found out is there's a little bit more to it. So, as you guys know, this has been going on for a couple years. Frank Darabont has sued AMC for lost profits and the amount of money AMC was making. But there's a bigger picture because now Kirkman has a lawsuit, Gail Hurd has a lawsuit, and a few of the other producers have a lawsuit. So I could probably do a different video on this, but I've read up on a little bit of it. I don't have the exact numbers. It's funny. And I'm not saying they don't have a right. But legally, it's going to boil down to, here's the gist of it. There's some accusations of wacky accounting. So, for example, I think the number that I heard was Robert Kirkman makes 5% of all AMC profits for The Walking Dead. All right. There's another producer that makes like 1.5% of all the profits. Gail Hurd, this number, and I don't know why. If somebody can answer this question, I would love to know. Gail Hurd evidently makes 7.5%. Now, I don't know why Gail Hurd gets a bigger cut. And you guys saw on the thumbnail, I had Frank Darabont and also Gail Hurd. That's a big cut. But the problem is the way they're recording profits. And I don't have all the details of that. So as the show has grown, I think they can obviously pay the executives more money, right? So they can keep giving themselves raises, and then there's less profits. So I don't know if that was really thought about at some point. But a couple things that stood out for me is the fact that Gail Hurd is not the person who sold the comic rights. That's Robert Kirkman. So I thought his share would have been a little bit bigger. But number two, this wasn't really questioned as much until the show blew up, because some of these deals have been in place for a while, and I guess when the show was good, you kind of take whatever, and then the show becomes better, and you take a little bit more, and then all of a sudden the show starts making billions, and then you start to look at it and say, wait a minute, my cut is not quite as high now that we're making this than it used to be. I'm still making something, but now you got more cost, you got more actor cost, you got more associated cost. So I don't know. I mean, this sounds like it's going to be a deep ongoing lawsuit, and I don't think it's going to be a problem with the show. I could see some of the producers leaving the show. I did not see Scott Gimple listed in the lawsuit, but it's funny. It's all perspective. As the show starts, it's almost like this. Wonder Woman. Does anybody know how much Wonder Woman gets paid per episode or per movie? Don't Google it. If you know right off the top of your head, the actress that plays Wonder Woman, how much does she get per movie? Be a little bit of a pause here while a few people chime in. This number I do know. Northside Queen got it. 300,000. $300,000 per movie. Now, does anybody know how much Robert Downey Jr. gets per movie? Nope, $300,000. Robert Downey Jr. gets a ton. 20 to 30 million plus a percentage. And he even said at one point, when he thinks his role becomes cheesy, he'll walk away. Well, he can afford to walk away. He's made hundreds of millions of dollars. Now, at first sight, you can look at that and say, wait. This actress, and she is grossly underpaid. She is. However, she signed a contract before she knew how big of a movie this was going to be. And hindsight is a hell of a thing. Now, in good faith, I'm sure they'll renegotiate her contract and pay her something. But they're not going to go back and compensate her for all the money that we could say she should have gotten for Wonder Woman, because you didn't know the show was going to be that big. I think this is a little bit along the same lines of AMC and The Walking Dead. AMC does have a right to make some profit, and these producers have a right to sue, but they also have a right to walk. And if that means that, I don't think they're going to win the lawsuit, to be perfectly honest with you. I think this is just going to be a distraction. It's going to be something that they're going to lose a couple people. And I will just kind of use my own personal history with, I won't go through a lot of details, but there was a time that I was offered a certain amount of money to do to take on a certain role. And that amount of money was, I'm not going to say it's insulting, it wasn't what I wanted. So I walked. Didn't look at it as, hey, let me get in, let me get my foot in the door, get this opportunity, and then if it's successful, I'll go back and renegotiate it. I made a stand and said no. 2 weeks later, I got a call that was double. So sometimes you got to walk. And I think in this case, there's a contract, and if there's some unfair accounting practices, that could happen. But other than that, there's a lot of greed going on. And you can see kind of the root of it. If Kirkman already bolted, as much as we like Kirkman, for Amazon for that money, then this lawsuit probably has a lot to do with that as well. So it was not pole dancing, Steph Richardson. So Steph Richardson's like, yeah, I know what the offer was. Somebody offered Kills $5 to dance on a pole, and then he walked, and then they offered him 10. He came back and did it. No, that's not it. I don't sell my services for less than 20 bucks, but thank you. All right. Now, what a great segue, right? And let's move into some random facts. I have got just some random facts I want to throw out there to you guys. Multiple websites produce this type of stuff. No, AJ, that's not it. Yeah, Real, and you know, we'll kind of finish it with that. That is what the case is, whether it's unfair accounting, and it's on a couple different fronts. But I would tell you, there's a lot of ways that companies do that, and profit is a very difficult thing to put in a contract, because when you start talking about profit, if you give the president of AMC a raise, then that's going to cut into your profit. You hire new people, it's going to cut into your profit. And that's also why they renegotiate contracts. All right, here's a couple weird facts. Banging your head against a wall burns 150 calories per hour. Just thought you guys should know that. I don't know if I can pronounce this word, but it looks like pteronophobia is the fear of being tickled by feathers. You have a fear of that. I'm not tickled by feathers often, but I guess if you took a feather and like put it under my nose or put it on my side, I would probably cringe a little bit. But I don't know, is cringing a full-fledged fear, or is it just a reaction? Yeah, that's tough. That's a science within a science. When hippos are upset, their sweat turns red. A flock of crows is called a murder. You may know this. I didn't. A couple more facts here. Cherophobia is the fear of fun. Anybody have cherophobia? Is there anybody here that's afraid to have too much fun? Or do you know people? Do you know anyone that has cherophobia? And it's, I guess it's C-H-E-R-O. You'd think with a psychology degree I would have heard of this term before. I have never heard of it. Cherophobia. Tommy's a hippo. Hey, Tommy's like, I sweat red. DP games, it depends. It depends on what? That's a good point. Depends on what kind of fun and with whom. Everybody have fun tonight. Everybody Wang Chung. Look at that. The Grim Reaper. I like that. He just went old school Wang Chung. Nick Studio says, Kills, what is your job? I am I'm a professional YouTuber, Nick. Human saliva. This is gross, but I'm not going to give you all the disgusting ones. This is semi-disgusting, so I guess it's not terrible. Human saliva has a boiling point 3 times that of regular water. How do you find this stuff out? You just, you know what? Today we're going to do, guys, I don't know. Let's boil our saliva. That sounds fun. I don't think so. I bet you we pay taxes and we pay a scientist to do that. Could you imagine seeing like a breakdown of where all your tax money is allocated? Well, let's see. Last year, I'm itemizing. I paid $20 on my federal tax returns to have someone boil human saliva. No. Bananas are curved because they grow toward the sun. There's so many things that could lead to. Let's stop with that. This is getting gross. We got saliva and curved bananas, and we got billy goats urinate on their heads to smell more attractive to females. Has anyone ever done that? Just no, out of curiosity. I probably shouldn't ask this. Let's see. What is with all the saliva things? Henry VIII slept with a gigantic axe beside him. Well, all right, let me see if I got some more random facts for you guys. Oh, we do. An eagle can kill a young deer and fly away with it. Whatever. Heart attacks are more likely to happen on a Monday. There you go. See, that's how you can see the segue. You know what? You can say saliva, but if it's saliva and it reaches a boiling point, what would it be called? It would be called saliva. Huh, duh. Let's see. Toxic. All right, we'll get one more. If these are interesting facts. You burn more calories sleeping than you do watching television. And 1 out of every 5 adults believe that aliens are hiding in our planet disguised as humans. So, interesting stuff. So, that we talked about Mondays and why Mondays can be stressful, and also we have talked about how many of our viewers and how many people that attend these streams believe in aliens. So I can believe a lot of these facts. So there you go. All right. Someone suggested this, so I do want to talk about. It was in the stream the other night we were doing, and they're talking about weird food combos. What? Hang on. I got to get to some of your comments because I'm going topic to topic. So Steph, you have seen an eagle with a fox? That is unbelievable. As Kel says, aliens do exist. Tommy, oh, I see what you... So if you fall asleep watching television, then you burn double the calories. There was also another one on there, I think it said that you are not capable of snoring and dreaming at the same time. Once again, Grim Reaper, are you going, is that, you know what? I'm not going to tell you what he's brought up. And I did ask you guys this in a stream before, at least some people. See if you remember, and then I can reference back to Grim Reaper. What was the first #1 rap song of all time? Just a quick trivia question. You know what? I need to go back and verify this because it's one of those things that you hear like a long time ago, and I have to Google it. All right, I'm going to ask the question, and then somebody either Google it to try to prove it or disprove it, because it is something that's been stuck in my mind for a while. It's like I thought it was a Trivial Pursuit question or something. No. 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 I'm seeing all the answers. Sin Miller says Rapper's Delight. Vonda Miller says Rapper's Delight. 1964 Cat says Bust a Move. AJ Jepson says Walk This Way. Matthew Todd says Rapper's Delight. Northside Queen says Rapper's Delight. Kelsa Smile says something by Run DMC. Carol McFry says Baby Got Back. Buffy Batcave says Rapper's Delight. So a lot of people say Rapper's Delight. All right, I'm going to double check this, but I heard this was classified as the first rap to hit #1 was Rapture by Blondie. There you go, 1964 Cats. Absolutely. And I saw the line about something about the man from Mars. I don't know if that was the song he was doing, but like she had this song like Rapture. And then I know there was like some line, Fab Five, Freddy, something, something, something. Yeah. I'm just saying. This was on, I think this, I don't know who categorized it as a rap song, but I think this was like a Trivial Pursuit question or something. I'll verify it. But I'm just, and then something like, the man from Mars was eating cars, and something, something, something. That's first rap song to reach #1. Okay. All right, if you guys are Googling it and that's verified, then I don't feel bad. I don't want to keep giving misinformation. I like to give quality information, like that saliva is 3 times the boiling point of water. And now somebody's going to say something about, he didn't say, I can't say boil. Boil. It's like oil. Just deal with it. Okay, let's move on. We know that Blondie did the first rap song, and I'm not singing Rapture. So someone had suggested, and by the way, if you guys are new, this is Random Things. It's going to be all over the place. So we have a list, we have some topics, we shift topics. we talk about things, we see comments, we grab things, and it might be a little too late for the disclaimer, but if you type something, I'm probably going to comment, I'm probably going to talk about it. Some of it will be Walking Dead, some of it will just be random stuff. Venustrophobia is the fear of good-looking women, says Lindsay Luke. Huh. Hey, you know what? See, easy man, if rapture is pure saliva, it's like spit and fire. See what I just did there? We can just make this happen as we go. All right, we're finally going to get to the next topic. I swear to you. Crazy food combos is the next topic. So I've got websites, because I do like to refer to websites. 25 food combinations that are crazy that you just might have to try. Okay, I'm going to give you a few of these. Tuna salad with Ruffles. That's not crazy. I mean, it's tuna salad, and it's like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing. Vanilla ice cream with Cheez-Its. Yuck. Pickles with frosting. Pickles dipped in cake frosting. All right. You know what? I'll do tuna salad. Or I don't really like tuna salad, but I'll substitute chicken salad. I can dip a Ruffle in chicken salad with the best of them. But these other things are pretty freaking gross, in my opinion. Walani says eggs and ketchup. You know, that's fine. I'm not a fan of scrambled eggs and ketchup. I've eaten them before, but you know, scrambled eggs and hot sauce, that doesn't freak me out too much. Some of these they're out there. AJ Jepson says turkey and peanut butter sandwiches are awesome. I don't know why, AJ. I was reading it, and it kind of gave me chills a little bit. So I don't think it'd be something I would try. I'm not hating on it if you like it. But you know when you read something like the first time, either you're like, that's good, yeah, I would try it, or you kind of get like a little, I'm not going to use the word cringy. I hate that word too. Every time I hear that word, I just want to like pick somebody up and shake them. But it did make me kind of give me goosebumps a little bit. Toast and barbecue sauce, there's nothing wrong with that. I can deal with that. Vonda, I ate pickles and Frosties from Wendy's, both pregnancies. Maybe that's where the people got it from. Maybe some of these things are just you know, that you crave. Paul McGadigan says mac and cheese and ketchup. I kind of know how that would come about. You know, if you eat like, let's say you eat potatoes, right? You know, in the South we'd eat like fried chicken, like scalloped potatoes or some type of potatoes, and then macaroni and cheese, and you put ketchup on your, and they actually called them taters, but you put ketchup on your potatoes, and some of that mixes with the mac and cheese. Yeah, it doesn't gross me out too much. Mayo and bacon. No, I think Salem Blue, there's nothing wrong with mayo and bacon. People eat BLTs. It's just no lettuce and tomato on there, so I think you're okay with that. Ranch dressing on French fries is perfectly fine in my book, Lindsay. I'm talking. Here's the I have the microphone, so I'm acting as if I'm the authority on what is gross food and what's not, and I'm clearly not, and I'm speaking from my perspective. Sorry, I shouldn't do that, but I have to. I mean, I can't speak from all your perspectives. All I can do is just read them. Aaron, mayonnaise and jelly. You're not the only person I've ever seen to eat that, although I've never tried it. Biscuits in Worcestershire. Yeah, it's okay. You know, if you have a steak and you have some biscuits and you have some Worcestershire or whatever it is, you know what I'm talking about. Tommy went cap lock on that. Tommy McCandless, you know in a series when he goes cap lock, it's like, I eat scrambled eggs and ketchup all the time. Yeah. Hot dogs with maple syrup. No problem with that. Here's why I give you a thumbs up to that. You know what? I'm gonna be the judge. You type whatever, and I'll tell you yeah, no, or I've heard of it, but no. Burnt hot dogs with maple syrup, I think, is semi-acceptable because you would eat pancakes, bacon, and sausage links, and you dip your sausage and your bacon probably in maple syrup. So I could kind of see the hot dog being the same thing. So I'll give you some of that. No problem. All right, I'm going to read a few more while you guys... Pizza and ranch dressing, of course. But, you know, that really comes from a school thing because I think everybody's been, unless you went to private school, if you were in a public school, the pizza was so bad, you had to either put ranch dressing or Thousand Island on the top of it to eat it. Right? Wait a minute. Wait. Grimes girl. Honestly, that just made me sick a little bit. I like you, but we're going to have a conversation. Mayo on bread dipped in Pepsi. That hurts. I don't know what it... I'm just going to hate on certain food things. I don't think I could do that. I don't even know if I can eat tomorrow after thinking about that. All right, I'm going to get to a couple other ones because that one hurts a little bit. All right, this person said spaghetti topped with a small handful of M&Ms. It might not be bad, but why would you ever try that? Like, I could understand if the spaghetti sauce is a little salty and you got a little sweet with M&M. But what are you doing? I mean, there's an M&M jar there, and you're getting ready to dig into this nice pasta. It's like, you know what? We don't have any Parmesan cheese. Let's just sprinkle a few M&Ms on there. There's something wrong if you're the first person that eats that. There might not be anything wrong with you because it's not like you're starving. If you're starving, I get it. But if you have spaghetti and you have M&Ms, you're not starving. You're just making things that should not be made. All right, microwave marshmallows with Doritos and cheese. All right, let's think about this. All right, I'm going to ask you this question. This does not, for some reason, this doesn't sound terrible to me for some reason. All right, Doritos, marshmallows, and cheese. Would you eat that as a nacho? All right, hold on 1 second, everybody, because we're getting a lot of different... comments. So just focus on this one for 1 second because I got to understand this. Because it's crazy enough, but not like M&M's on spaghetti crazy. Doritos, marshmallows, and cheese. And I just want to know, would you try that? IROC is like giving it a U. Lindsay Luke says, I'd try it. Let's get a few more people to chime in on this. I don't know why that just kind of caught my attention. It just didn't sound super gross. And I'm not even a marshmallow fan, but I can almost think of the flavors. And yeah. I don't like s'mores, so I don't like marshmallows and chocolate. But could I eat a marshmallow and a Dorito and cheese? Because I do like me some Doritos. Simon gives it a no. Maybe, no. Okay, I had to stop with that one. No problem. We'll move on. Ooh. Avocados in Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal. All right, I'm gonna do 2 or 3 more of these, and then we'll get some more weird things that you guys eat. And then I will tell you the weirdest, because I know you guys are wondering, right? Maybe not. All right, I'll do 2 more. And if you guys want to hear my weirdest food combo, then you just type a 999 up there, and I will unveil something that you guys, you don't know. You don't know it about me. This is brand new material. You guys know a lot about me, but that you don't know. All right, avocados and cinnamon toast crunch. We've also got pepperoni and peanut butter sandwiches. And last, peanut butter and mayonnaise. I don't know about that. All right, we're getting a lot of 999. So let me preface this first of all by saying those are very risky for me. I've grown up on a very, I mean, I could probably eat different things, but I've grown up on a very conservative diet. I mean, Southern food, soul food, chicken, steak, pork chops, eggs, bacon, you know, typical stuff. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Not a lot of the wild stuff that you guys are talking about, like peanut butter and mayonnaise and some of those stuff. Like, I know people that eat it, and I think maybe one of them was, you know, ranch on pizza. People eat salad, they eat pizza, so none of those things really like jumped out at me. So I don't know that there was a lot of weird combinations, but there was this one combination that I did eat because we were several hours from the beach. So growing up, I didn't eat a lot of seafood. So when I was little, I would take a piece of bread and I would tear the crust off the bread, and I would smash the bread. So it's like Sunbeam bread. We didn't have Wonder Bread where I grew up. Wonder Bread, I didn't get Wonder Bread until I moved up more north. But in the South, it was Sunbeam bread. So I would take it and make it into like a little cube. I would smush this bread. You know how bread is kind of fluffy, but when you smush it, it becomes dough? And I would take that dough and I would dip it in cocktail sauce like I was eating like a lobster or some type of seafood. I did this when I was a kid, and because the only seafood place that was relatively close was like Red Lobster. You know, when you go up to like the DMV, like DC, Virginia, Maryland, you can get seafood anywhere. You can go out and just get crab cakes. But I ain't gonna lie, every once in a while I will take a piece of bread and I will dip it in cocktail sauce. It's just doesn't taste like seafood anymore, just tastes like bread dipped in cocktail sauce. But you know, when you're a kid, those are the things. There you go. And I did eat grits. I didn't eat grits and jelly. I mean, I've eaten cheese in my grits. Everybody in the South eats grits, though. All right, so that's it. You got my secret recipe for seafood if you don't have any seafood and you just have a piece of bread. All right, we are going to move forward and talk about, I got a list. Of course I have a list, right? One thing I will tell you, when you grow up kind of not around seafood, I am like a seafood connoisseur now because I eat seafood at a lot of different places. So that bread actually prepared me for the bigger picture. I'm going to give you 9 or 10 of the all-time commercial jingles, and of course you will chime in. This could be a top 9 topic as well too. This is the good stuff. This is the stuff you really wanted to do. All right, I'm gonna have a hard time getting people to. The food topic is really popular. Everybody's like wants to type all this cool stuff that they eat. And I'm gonna read a few of your comments as well. We'll start with number 9. Number 9 commercial jingle of all time. This is not our top 9. This is just from a random site. I am stuck on Band-Aid because Band-Aid's stuck on you. Or me, or whatever. So that is like number 9. Number 8, and then we'll talk about some of the most popular snubs like we always do. 8. I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? Dr. Pepper jingle. Number 7. And this is probably the most awesome store of all time. And it is still appropriate. So number 7, I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. So I do love me some Toys R Us. In fact, I just bought a Walking Dead prison replica on clearance from Toys R Us a couple weeks ago. May not have any more, but yeah. Number 6, Give Me a Break, the Kit Kat commercial. Number 5, wait, which one is number 5? I can't even read my own writing here. It is a hot dog commercial. Maybe I don't know it. It was one of the hot dog commercials. Number 4, McDonald's, You Deserve a Break Today. It was, hang on, now I'm missing this jingle. Maybe you guys know this. I'm stuck on the hot dog one. The dog, oh, I know what it is. Hot dogs, Armour hot dogs, the dogs kids love to bite. That's what it is. Okay, that one is number 5. I couldn't get the jingle in my head. The jingling, baby. Go ahead, baby. You Deserve a Break Today is number 4. On the topic of hot dog, number 3, I Wish I Was an Oscar Mayer Wiener. Everybody would love you if you were an Oscar Mayer Wiener. And number 2 is Plop, Plop, Fizz, Fizz. Oh, what a relief it is, Alka-Seltzer. And see if you can tell me collectively the number 1 commercial jingle of all time. If this was a top 9, I might even agree with this because this one's pretty good. Let me see your number 1 commercial jingle. I'm going to read a few of them. Rial says it's My Baloney Has a First Name. It's OSCAR. No, that was a popular snub. That did not make the top 10. Unfortunately. Paul McGadigan saying The Jolly Green Giant. Nope. Dark Angel, it is not Oscar Mayer. I Rock 6, it is not Oscar Mayer. Real Coke would be good. I'd like to teach the world to sing. It's not Coke. Actually, Coke might be my number 1. Not Klondike Bar. And you could probably debate the Coke one with this one. This one is very popular. And I'm going to try to say it really, really fast if somebody gets it. Have a Coke and a Smile? Nope. Wrigley Gum? Nope. Juicy Fruit? Nope. Lindsay Luke says, what would you do for a Klondike bar? Nope. Steph Richardson, the Meow Mix? Meow, meow, meow. No, I'm not going to do all that, but that was a popular snub as well, too. That is not number 1. And even on a newer one, do you guys have Empire Today? I don't know what it is about that. 800-588-0300 Empire Today. You got always Folgers. No, the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. Nope, it's not Folgers. Not the double mint gum. Nobody's gotten it yet. At least I haven't seen it yet. They're all good guesses. Very, very good guesses. You know what, E-Beach? I do love that. Tootsie Pop, but that's not it. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? 3. 1, 2, crunch. A 3. Yep. All right, here it is. Evidently, the number 1 all-time jingle is 2 all-beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. McDonald's. That's number 1. I don't know. I mean, I'm okay with that. There's some I see a top list and I'm like, no, it's not. But that was catchy. Like, I can remember it years later, and and memorize all of it, like all the parts of that, it had to be a pretty important jingle, right? So yeah. Yep, that's it, James. So I'm okay with that. Not going to hate that list. Although the Coke song was pretty good too. I mean, you could probably say, Teach the World to Sing, McDonald's, Side by Side. I'm okay with McDonald's. If somebody got it and I overlooked it, sorry. Where's the beef? Yeah. Come on, easy man. It's not BS. It's not that bad. It's not like a horrible choice. Look, some of our lists are bad. I could give you that. Sin Miller's ex-hubby could say it backwards. That's how popular it was. All right. We're going to move on to the next topic, and if we get through this topic, we'll go to a couple more. But let me see here. I got some weird holidays we can talk about, but I'm not going to get to the weird holidays because give me a second. Let me find my list. All right. These are cover songs, whatever, remakes, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to give you another a list. I skipped a couple because I didn't agree with them, I guess. So I did omit a couple of them. But these are going to be 7, 8, 10, 12, whatever number we get to, of the worst covers, worst remake songs of all time. And that's why I said don't sing that. Because there's a lot of times I do a stream and I'm really... I have to tell you guys something, all right? Let me just keep it real for a minute. When I do a cheesy rap song, I put my heart into it. It may not always sound good, but it's real. It's from the soul. So I was doing some rap the other day and someone said, Kills, just, I love your streams, just don't rap. But that's kind of what I do, right? It's just a random rap. Well, okay, I'll take that to heart. There's probably some songs I should not attempt, like Titanic. I'm not going to sing Celine Dion. You guys, it just doesn't work. Like near, far, I can't do it. But there's a couple I can do. Well, with that being kind of the thought process, there are some songs that people should not have done. And I want to know what you think about it, because some of these I actually like, and some of these artists I like. But some I was kind of, I don't even remember that person doing the song. Number 10. The Glee cast, Don't Stop Believing. I'm okay. You know what? I'm okay with that being there because I didn't like it. And honestly, it's not my favorite Journey song either, to be perfectly honest with you. I do like some Journey songs, but Don't Stop Believing was probably not my favorite Journey song. I mean, we could probably do a whole hour and talk about, like, favorite Journey songs. Oh, Lynn heard my Korean song, right? Oren shi konnichiwa onurea. Yeah, I kind of threw. That took me a lot of time as well too. It's the same. It was from the heart. Journey is one of those bands, and I don't want to offend a lot of you guys. I like Steve Perry. I liked Old Sherry. I liked the video game Journey. I do like to, they're great. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They're not in my top 20. They're really not. I'm not a big Journey fan. I don't know what it is. I would take a Def Leppard or a Motley Crue just over them 100 times. But they're not bad. There's just something about them I just don't relate to. But anyway, I relate to Glee cast less. So Don't Stop Believing was up there. Cyndi Lauper, I do agree with this. Cyndi Lauper's remake of Marvin Gaye's What's Going On, no. No business doing that. This next one, I'm going to open it up for debate. How do you all feel about Limp Bizkit's version of Faith? Just going to throw it out there. Limp Bizkit's version of Faith is number 7 on worst cover songs of all time. I didn't think it was terrible. That's what's bothering me with this, and that's why I want to ask the question to see what you guys think about it. Sin Miller's not a fan. Jamie Taylor not heard it. Hated Limp Bizkit. Haven't heard it. I thought it was decent. I thought they did that well. I thought they did okay with Behind Blue Eyes. No one knows what it's like. I thought it was okay. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Number 6. Bruce Willis. Remake by the Staple Singers. A song by the Staple Singers. Respect Yourself. Now, I like me some Bruce Willis. I like me some Moonlighting. And I didn't think his album was that bad. I don't know if it's number 6 worst remakes of all time. Wasn't great, but once again, I think it's because I like Bruce Willis that maybe I'm kind of partial. But he also did Under the Boardwalk as a remake. That wasn't on the list. Vonda Martin's like, Bruce Willis should never sing. Oh, you're killing me. Okay. All right. Let me scratch that then. I see there's some people that aren't Bruce Willis fans. How about this one? I did not know he did this. William Shatner did Hey Mr. Tambourine Man. Let me know in chat if you ever heard William Shatner. I didn't know William Shatner even sang. I knew Bruce Willis sang. I didn't know William Shatner sang. We got some diehard fans in here. Yeah, exactly, Real. Evidently, William Shatner did Hey Mr. Tambourine Man. Hey Mr. Tambourine Man. You know what? Google's going to go crazy now. Everybody's going to look up William Shatner. This one I never heard either. Evidently, I'm going to get to the top 3 of the top ones here. One of them I didn't know, so I excluded it. So that was the number 2 song. I have to go back and look it up. Fish, Getting Jiggy With It. I had no idea Fish did Getting Jiggy With It. Nah, Getting Jiggy With It. Okay. Next one is Aerosmith. Number 3 worst remake of all time. Beatles remake, Come Together. I'm going to agree with that. I do like Aerosmith. I did not like that song, Come Together. I had no idea Shatner had a few albums. All right, and if you have not Googled this and you don't know, throw in chat right now what you think is the worst song remake of all time, and I'm going to give you a couple of very popular snubs that did not make the list. Worst song remake of all time. Number 1, I didn't know they did it, but when I saw the band and I saw the song, I was like, okay, I don't even need to listen to it to know that's probably the worst remake of all time. We're going to get a whole random spectrum of topics here. iRock's not Googling it. She says the laptop is broke. Good. Then we'll check it out later on. Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Born to Run. You know what? I have not heard that either. There's a lot of remakes I haven't heard. I mean, I probably tell you a lot about some of the originals. Sweet Dreams, Marilyn Manson. You know, a remake I did like was Marilyn Manson and Johnny Depp. You're So Vain. I thought they did a great job. That did not make the list of worst, but I could listen to that. Anyway, not doing the best, just doing the worst. So here we go. The worst remake of all time, and I'm going to go listen to it. 911 is a joke. Remade. Sit down, everybody. Because as I said, I've never heard this. Duran Duran. I cannot see Simon Le Bon doing Flavor Flav. I dialed 911 a long time ago. Don't you see how late they reacting? They only come, and they come when they want. I'm going to listen to Duran Duran and see how they could do 911 as a joke. And there was a first of all, I got to see the reaction to this. Like, and if you ever heard it, let me know, because I have not. Not saying I was a big Duran Duran fan. I mean, I know Duran Duran, and I know me some Duran Duran songs like Wild Boys, Wild Boys, or Meeting You with a View to a Kill. You know, James Bond songs. You know, Duran Duran. Her name is Rio, and she dances in the sand. But 911 is a joke I don't understand. I don't know what is going on with that. I saw it, and I thought it was a joke myself. All right. Wait. Lindsay, you never heard the original song by Public Enemy? Flavor Flav is the son, Public Enemy #1. Got you running from the gun. Pow! Come on now. All right, anyway, let's move on past 911 as a joke. And here's a popular snub. Guns N' Roses. Guns N' Roses did a lot of remakes. I mean, but they did some really good ones, and that's what's so tough about this is I Shot the Sheriff, Live and Let Die. I mean, they did a McCartney remake. Sympathy for the Devil, Guns N' Roses, was just outside the top 10. It was like 11 or 12. And Guns N' Roses, I think the whole Spaghetti Incident album was a bunch of remakes, right? Ain't It Fun? Ain't It Fun? Who did Ain't It Fun originally? Sex Pistols, maybe? I don't know. But anyway, it was just a ton of remakes by Guns N' Roses. They had a few that were on there. And this song, which we're winding down, I cannot do all of it, but I can do a little bit of it, was about 13 or 14, and this is Dynamite Hack, Eazy-E. Woke up quick at about noon, just thought that I had to be in Compton, soon I gotta get drunk, for the day begins before my mother starts bitching about my friends, about to go damn near went blind young. On the pad throwing up gang signs, I went in the house to get my clip with my Mac 10 on the side of my hip. I bailed outside and I pointed my weapon just as I thought the fools kept stepping. Come on, Dynamite Hack, Boys in the Hood. You gotta love that remake. How is that one of the worst remakes of all time? Come on now, people. Disagree. That should have been in the top 10 greatest remakes of all time. A little bit of Killshot freestyle and some Dynamite Hack, a.k.a. Eazy-E, Boys in the Hood, for you guys. You got to love that song, right? All right, everybody. I just want to thank you guys. Appreciate all of you guys being here. Just another edition of Random Things. I know we are all over the place. We have hit our full hour allotment time. I appreciate you guys being here. As I just want to do another couple special announcements. Just remember, Sunday nights we're going to be doing spoilers on Sunday nights. We do gaming videos in the morning. I'm going to piece something in for Monday. It's very possible that one of the sister channels that I've set up, probably going to either be 999 Sports, 999 Spoilers. I know I've gotten a lot of comments. People want to join there. I'll make an announcement here, but there's a lot of sporting topics coming, and because I'm not going to be doing preacher reactions, that gives me a little bit more time to really work with the sporting fans a little bit. So may not always be on this channel, but stay tuned, and I'll let you guys know what we're doing. And anytime we get a topic, get together and talk about stuff, it's always just a lot of fun. So thank you, everybody. Appreciate you all being here. If you're new to my videos, you don't know what's going on, this is the time where we do shout-outs. And Lindsay, it could very well be a topic. I'm not telling you what the top 9 at 9 on Thursday is going to be, but cover songs is a very popular request. All right, thanks, everybody. Let's get a few shout-outs and